today we are comparing the Unger Ninja channel versus the Ettore Super channel. The reason why I have the Ettore Super channel in the Unger Ninja handle is because that's pretty much how everybody's been using them. It just fits really nice. I mean, this is definitely the top handle on the market as far as just the quality and handling wide body channels. It just does the best job. So let's talk about the Ettore Super channel. Ettore Super channel, I mean, as far as looks awesome, right? The glide is great. I did a video on this, and I'll put an info link about the new versus the old Super channel. So they changed the Super channel. There was a bigger amount of channel here that made this super tight. Really didn't let the rubber flex at all. And now, because of Luke's influence, they removed that, which was a good idea because it was a super hard channel to use. It was super hard. But pros of it: great glide, super smooth on the glass. You can use Ettore rubber, which is, overall the best rubber. But here's my number one issue with it, as far as compared to like a channel such as the Pulex Lumimax. Doesn't have this issue. Pulex Lumimax, compared right there on the corners, has way less rubber hanging out of that corner than the Ettore Super channel. So the Ettore Super channel, I mean, you can bend back that much rubber. So that much rubber is going up on the seal. So what I have found is that this, out of any wide body channel, will leave you the most detailing, just from my personal experience. Where something like the Pulex Lumimax, you can only bend back that little edge right there, giving you hardly anything to leave a lot of detailing. This wide body channel gives me the least detailing out of all wide body channels, even Sorbo. That's where Ninja compares with the Ettore Super channel. That's why I'm kind of comparing them, because they're very similar in a way. But this one, you have about just as much as the Pulex Lumimax, but because you don't have the tight grip right here, you find a little bit more detailing in this than you would find in a Pulex Lumimax or a Sorbo channel. Now, talk about the Unger Ninja. Great squeegee. Super good glide, a little bit more detailing sometimes. Some people complain about the clips on locking when taking it in and out of their bucket on a belt. What I would suggest doing is either two bucket on a belt types. The Unger Ninja bucket on a belt, or another bucket on a belt we don't like talking about much because it's kind of gone into a bad production area, but the Gunslinger. The Gunslinger is a great one for this because you're just dropping it in. I mean, it's super easy to drop that in, and you'll never have your clips come out on you. So that's what I use, so it makes it easy. But let's start in comparing them from pole work down to hand work. Pole work, Ninja wins every single time. The Ettore Super channel has too much tongue that if you put just a little bit too much force, you'll get a lot of bleeding in certain situations, and you're more likely to get what I like to call, they're kind of like a Hawkeye. You'll get this arc, and that's from just lifting up too soon to close out. You have to really make sure you keep it the same angle, and right when the frame hits, close out. That's something with this that I don't like. Pole work and straight pulls with this leaves way too much on the edges. With the Unger Ninja, it just does great with pole work. I don't know what it is. I started using the Unger Ninja over 7 years ago, and even when I used it then, I stopped using it for like a good 6 years. I went to Sorbo, I went all around the world with wide body channels, and I've kind of come back to it and really love it. So with poling, what I find, it leaves a small bead, which you can totally leave. I always wipe the top with straight pulls when doing pole work, but it just leaves a small bead on the side and just works great. And the nice thing is using, on all my poles, I have all this tip, so it's very easy to lock in there and have it really secure. So that's a really nice feature of it. Now let's talk about hand work. Okay, so in the hand, they both leave a little bit more than a Pulex Lumimax or a Sorbo wide body channel, but I would say that the glide on the Unger Ninja is better than any squeegee. So the one thing the Unger Ninja has that's very different than any other wide body channel is that you have a little bit of movement where the rubber is in the channel. Okay, that's a good thing. It's a good thing is that it lets you kind of put a good amount of pressure on it and still an amazing glide. When you put too much pressure on any other squeegee, you feel it catch. With this one, you're not gonna like white knuckle it and force it into the window, but the glide of it is really, really good. This by hand, it does a great job, but once again, because of the curl back along the side being so big, and yes, you could cut this rubber down, but you're still gonna have that top curling over quite a bit. It leaves a lot of detailing. And with how big of a channel it is, I don't wanna peel it back too much and have it hitting into the frames. As far as putting your rubber in, the Unger Ninja, of course, is the easiest out of any channel out there in putting the rubber in. Because all you have to do is unclip the sides like this, and your rubber just slides in and out. So like switching it on the go, if you're on top of a ladder or something like that, is super easy. Where with the Ettore Super Channel, of course, you have the old school style brass clips, right? So the best way to put this in, I teach this like a long time ago in a video, is bring out your rubber, like that, let it relax. Let it relax. Get your clip. You usually always see where you've clipped it from the previous one, or line it up by seeing how much of the rubber comes out of the channel, and then place it back in. Right, just that. Then you won't have like a huge arc or a wavy rubber. You see that's perfectly straight. So, kind of in conclusion about this is that I think the Unger Ninja is going to be your best bet when comparing these two channels if you're interested in these two channels. It just is. I mean, I have a newbie video out, and it's the best beginner squeegee you could possibly get, just because you know exactly where to line up, right? It goes on super easy, the handle does. The handle is super nice, it's super rugged, it can take a beating. This thing can hit the ground so many times, and it's gonna be perfectly fine. I mean, it just overall is one of the best squeegees out there from beginners to advanced. So, and I usually use Ettore rubber. Today I was using the Unger rubber. Unger rubber is great too as well in it, and it's the Unger harder rubber. But in my personal opinion, out of these two, would go with the Unger Ninja. So that's my review of the Ettore Super Channel versus the Unger Ninja. If you'd like to purchase any of these tools, click on the links below, and you can find them there at Window Cleaning Resource. I hope this has helped you in your adventure to find some new squeegees. Have a good day. Bye-bye.